Hello and welcome to the Grand Line Review, your source for everything One Piece. Today we are going to take a look at an aspect of One Piece not often focused on, and that is women. But not just any women, no. We are going to specifically highlight the femme fatales of this series. In case you don't know, a femme fatale is a literary device consisting of a female character who uses their seductive femininely wiles to ensnare a usually male character into compromising situations. The best example of these characters tend to come from detective or Bond movies, but One Piece has certainly had its fair share. So with that out of the way, let's begin. Welcome to the top 5 femme fatales in One Piece. Number 5. Nika Robin. Jumping straight into things, we have the Straw Hat Archaeologist who actually began her time in the series as an antagonist, known as Miss All Sunday. As the number 2 agent in Sir Crocodile's organization of Baroque works, Nika Robin was responsible for acting out key events in his plan to steal the ancient weapon Pluton. She first appeared at the end of the Whiskey Peak arc, confronting the Straw Hats dressed in kawaii to seductive outfit and displaying all of the traditional characteristics of a femme fatale. Although it should be said that Nika Robin was probably the most helpful person during the entire Alabasta saga, very purposely saving the lives of Luffy and Igaram, as well as allowing Vivi to discover Crocodile's identity. So really, when all was said and done, she wasn't much of a fatale, at least not from our perspective, although she did certainly put Crocodile in quite a compromising position, making her a femme fatale for him anyway. And because of that, Nika Robin sits at number 5 on this list. Number 4. Caliphs. Of all of the characters on this list, Caliphs really does fit the traditional idea of a femme fatale best, because she is actually a secret agent. That's right, as a member of CP9, she along with her colleagues infiltrated the island of Water 7 on behalf of the world government. On top of that, she seems to be very fond of outfits that reveal her legs and cleavage, so she certainly looks the part. However, Caliphs would go on to very much subvert expectations of a femme fatale by being hyper aware of anything even remotely misconstrued as sexual, and responding with her trademark phrase, "That's sexual harassment." And it should be noted that this phrase was often used in completely random and irrelevant situations. Although she did use a bit of the old seduction on Sanji during the Enies Lobby arc, causing him to let his guard down. So that, on top of the fact that she is actually a secret agent, more than qualifies her for this list. Number 3. Charlotte Pudding. A recent addition to the series, Charlotte Pudding was originally betrothed to Sanji during the Whole Cake Island arc. She was a sweet, innocent, and loving girl who was plotting to kill her fiancé as well as his entire family, because in reality she was a highly manipulative, cruel, and psychopathic demon. Unlike the previous entries, Pudding doesn't necessarily embody the image of traditional femme fatale. However, she most certainly expresses the personality traits of one. She very purposely uses emotionally manipulative language and actions in order to fool Sanji. In fact, even after Sanji discovers her plans, Pudding's acting is almost good enough to convince him regardless. Pudding also very purposely lured the rest of the Straw Hats who came to rescue Sanji into a very compromising situation in the very appropriately named Seducing Woods. And on top of that, Pudding has a devil fruit power that literally allows her to extract and manipulate memories, making her potential as a femme fatale essentially infinite. So what keeps Pudding from being number 1? Well, pretty much just the fact that she abandoned her femme fatale character trait for no real reason and became a schizophrenic two-dimensional character. But hey, she's still sitting pretty nicely here at number 3. Number 2. Viola. So I'm starting to feel pretty bad for Sanji now, because Viola is the 3rd character on this list who purposely targeted him for their own purposes. During the Dressrosa arc, Viola posed as a helpless woman intending to lead Sanji to his death, as in reality she was an officer member of the Don Quixote pirates, led by then Warlord of the Sea, Don Quixote Doflamingo. Unlike every other character on this list so far, Viola both looked and acted like a femme fatale, dressing in a very seductive manner and using her beauty and charms to emotionally manipulate Sanji. She even used the Spanish art of flamenco dancing to her advantage when luring Sanji in. And yes, Viola did become a good character quite rapidly after these events, but that doesn't make her any less of a fantastic femme fatale. Although definitely not quite as good as number 1. Boa Hancock. Nobody even comes close to wielding the power of a femme fatale like this Warlord of the Sea. And what makes her particularly dangerous is her supreme confidence in her own beauty. Now, I'm sure that every other character on this list was confident about their appearance, but Boa is on a whole new level that may even come off as narcissistic at first. She is very willing to publicly acknowledge that the world will always forgive whatever horrible action she commits simply because she's beautiful. And well, she's not wrong. But what really makes her the ultimate femme fatale is her devil fruit, known as the Mero Mero no Mi. This disgustingly powerful devil fruit allows its user to transform anybody who feels love or lust towards them into stone. And as the most beautiful woman in the world, very few people are immune to this. Even Vice Admiral Momonga had to distract himself by stabbing his own hand in order to avoid being turned into stone. Furthermore, Boa Hancock's beauty appears to affect the male and female population equally, making her by far the ultimate femme fatale. And that about does it for the top 5 femme fatales in One Piece. If you enjoyed this video, then feel free to like, favorite, or subscribe, and please do comment with your favorite femme fatales in the series. This has been the Grand Line Review, and I'll see you next time.